Hey, this video is gonna be Fallout 3 versus Fallout New Vegas comparison. Before I start, I want to say this is not spoiler free. It will have some spoilers. Alright, well, let's get started. Well, I'll start Fallout 3. Fallout 3, it starts in Vault 101, which you're taken to when you're a child by your father after your mother died giving birth to you. When you turn 18, your father leaves the vault and you have to follow in his footsteps trying to find him. In Fallout New Vegas, you play as a courier who was intercepted and shot in the head by thugs. After a doctor patches you up, you journey around the Mojave Desert and try to find the person who shot you. Once you meet up with him, the story spirals out into 4 alternative endings. Now, well, Fallout New Vegas has more choices for you to choose from, like in quests, ending, and just basically overall. I think I prefer Fallout 3's story. It's just like, it's like much more engaging and moving. It's more original. Like a son trying to find his father and following in his footsteps. I found that more moving and more personal than a story of revenge. I mean, I've seen that millions of times. Quests in Fallout. Well, Fallout New Vegas has like 96 quests. In my opinion, I think Fallout 3, even though it has less quests, are better quality and more original. Like a lot of quests, they kind of felt like rip-offs on New Vegas. Like, I felt very nostalgic of Fallout 3. One of my most memorable moments from Fallout 3 was like when you got to blow up Megaton with a nuke. It was pretty awesome, actually. You got to press the button and just watch it explode and a mushroom cloud come up. Another quest, which was in the main quest, was Tranquility Lane, and it was basically you went into a vault and got into this machine, and you were a child again, and it was all in black and white only, and basically you would just terrorize a town of people and do bad things to them, like break up a married couple, tell a kid off, and make them cry. And then you end up killing all of them at the end of it by dressing up as the pint-sized killer, which is basically some made-up character that everyone's scared of in town. Graphics-wise, I think Fallout 3 is superior than Fallout New Vegas. I know a lot of you would argue that Fallout New Vegas, if anything, would probably be better because of the new textures and things like that. But I think Fallout 3 kind of utilizes the engine much better, kind of really pushing it forward as much as possible. Like some of the moments that really show this are when you blew up Megaton and the huge explosion, or like when you walked out of the vault and Vault 101 and like the light flashes and then you see like the whole wasteland before you, or when like you would see the huge behemoths and just like people fighting and shooting, and it would just destroy all of them, and you would try to kill it yourself. It was awesome. It kind of like a lot of the moments in the game really, like graphically wise, and how like just like explosions and like epic moments really set it apart from New Vegas. Setting. Fallout 3, it takes place in Washington, D.C. It includes real-life areas like the Lincoln Monument. Fallout 3 has a really cool 70s, like, retro feel to it. Like, just, like, everything about it, like, the clothing, some of the buildings, even music. They even have, like, really cool like really cool 70s wigs and stuff. Fallout New Vegas, it's more western. It takes place in the Mojave Desert, and has like the clothing, music, and the way, even the way the NPCs talk and the way they act. It's kind of like a western, kind of like aimed for like a western feel type thing. I think this is more about preference than anything really. I think Fallout 3, in my opinion, would probably has a better setting. It really just sets the mood. With like all kinds of things, music, clothing, and even wigs. And styled like 70s haircuts. I mean, it was pretty cool. Just it was like amazing. It it was really set up very well, and you could tell a lot of work went into it, like for setting the mood. Weapons, and I think probably the weapons in Fallout New Vegas are probably overall much better than Fallout 3. Much better. They added iron sights, weapon mods, scopes, silencers, extra ammo slots, and some other stuff. Maybe like laser sights and whatnot. Some weapons even have like new special VATS attacks, things and stuff like that, which Fallout 3 did not have in it. The weapon categories are different now. There's 5 in Fallout New Vegas and 6 in Fallout 3. Fallout 3 had melee, unarmed, explosive, big guns, energy weapons, and small guns. In Fallout New Vegas, the 5 categories were guns, energy, unarmed, melee, and explosives. I think really Fallout New Vegas really expands on just weapons in general, and the combat works much more smoother, especially with now that we have the iron sights and weapon mods. It works very well. Enemies in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 3 had it had some pretty great enemies. My favorite from Fallout 3 probably would have had to be just the Behemoth. I mean, it was epic. It was awesome. Just there's only like 5 of them, but like they're just like giant super mutants and with like big weapons, and they were really cool. I mean, and it took like you would have to take them down with like rockets or nukes and stuff like that, and like it would just be really cool trying to fight them off, and sometimes it would take multiple nukes to kill them, which is pretty cool. I think New Vegas though, it expands on the number of enemies. Like probably my favorite new enemy in New Vegas is like the Nightkin. They're basically like blue super mutants that like turn invisible because if you played one of the quests in the game, you find out that they're addicted to stealth boys, and so their genetic code has been changed, so they can change into like just go stealth whenever. But like some of the enemies are like the newer enemies, especially the Cazadors, I think that's how you say it, are really annoying. They sting you and your health drains, and if like there's a group of them, they take quite a bit out of you. And when you're fighting like a swarm of them, it's very hard, especially if you don't have companions with you, or you're not very leveled up. They just like a lot of times you'll end up trying to avoid them as much as possible because they're very annoying and difficult to kill. Levelings and perks in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. The level cap in Fallout 3 without DLC, of course, is level 20. The level cap in New Vegas without DLC is 30. And I think my favorite perk in Fallout 3 is the Bloody Mess perk. It adds +5 to your overall damage and more violent death animations, which is awesome. It's really cool. People's like guts and innards and whatnot, they explode everywhere. My favorite perk in Fallout New Vegas is still the Bloody Mess perk. Um, it's just awesome. I think overall, I think Fallout 3 probably had better perks. It just um, Fallout New Vegas didn't really add any perks that really stuck out in my mind or really were very unique at all. There were some really cool companion perks, and I liked them, but nothing too amazing. Which brings me to the companions and Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3. I think Fallout 3 had, they had some cool companions, but like the top two were Sharon and Foxes. That was about it. Those are like the really cool guys. In Fallout New Vegas, they have really cool companions and more companions like Rex and Boone seem to be two favorites, and they're really cool. I think the system is more refined now, like with a whole wheel dedicated to companions, and now companions have quests or more quests, and they're a little bit more story to them. Also, it's like they seem a little better, and now there's like more perks dedicated to companions, which is cool. Crafting in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas has much better crafting system than Fallout 3. It just way better. Fallout 3 only had like 7 craft-able weapons. And what you would do is you would have to find the schematics, and then you would go get the parts, and you would build the weapons at a workbench. In Fallout New Vegas, crafting is much more refined, and it's a much like more emphasis on it overall in the game. Not only can you make guns, but you can also make ammo, meds, and cook food. Depending on your survival, medicine, and repair skills, this may be a little like overwhelming for newer players or people like just creating a new character at first, but you'll get used to it and eventually like learn how to use it. And it also it makes you want to level up other stuff other than just the main like guns, lockpick, sneak, and science. It kind of just like it puts more emphasis on the other skills, so they're more use for them. The difficulty in Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, I think Fallout New Vegas it's more difficult than Fallout 3 slightly. But there's like it's kind of in an annoying way. It's not really for the better. Just like the Cazadors again, I think that's how you say it. They're really annoying. They're not as then difficult. Like one on its own, you could probably take down pretty fast, but since they travel in swarms, usually they're very annoying, and they take down your health very fast. And it's just, God, I hate those things. They're god awful. Yeah, well. Overall, I think Fallout 3, it's better than Fallout New Vegas. Like, just the story and the quest pulled me in. Not nearly as many problems as Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas had slower loading times. It froze way more, and it was a pain to play sometimes. I think the game overall is better balanced in New Vegas, more epic and impressive moments, and they use the engine better, obviously, and it's just like a more original and unique game than Fallout New Vegas. I think though Fallout New Vegas may have improved on a lot of things, but it has its shortcomings, but still both great games. I suggest both of them to anyone, especially fans of the Fallout series. That was kind of my short comparison for Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. Thanks for watching.